she'll rise to light, lay it down in her gingerbread coffin. She's a pretty, beautiful sight. Curious here and curious here. This is Gingerbread Coffin, done by Rasputina, a cello rock group, female cello rock group. They are awesome. I've seen them. They are cool. Okay, it'll be at the Crystarium. Gingerbread coffin. Dum 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 dum. No graders. Is there a cardinal virtue for ranged DPS, or is it just magical DPS versus melee DPS? Yeah, cat. Unlike, say, Endwalker, which actually separates them into more than that too. Wait, you wouldn't happen to be... Nobody? Also hot? And casting, essentially. Okay. Yes, of course you are. It's explained from the way you carry yourself. You're the sort of woman I've been looking for. You're perfect. Well, I mean, if you have a magical creature, would you prefer to go against it using a person who uses magic? Not only that, I've recently set my sights on a particular notable feat. One of the 4 cardinal virtues. Oh, there's only 4 of them anyways. I guess you'll have to meet me in Crystarium then. I'm not teleporting all the way back there, sorry. One of the 4 cardinal virtues, those infamous instigators of the flood themselves. Naturally, it would take considerable strength and skill to defeat such a formidable eater, and I'm not afraid to admit I cannot do it alone. However, with the aid of equally formidable allies, I am confident it can be done. And you, my friend, are exactly the sort of ally I have mind to recruit. Walk away without a word. Wait, we have money! Lots and lots of money! You'll be rewarded for your services on my honor. I don't really care about the money part. However, as much as I'm certain you're the right woman for the job, 'tis only meant that I put your skills to proof. A simple test should suffice. Pray do not be offended, but would you be shocked? You'd be shocked how many people present themselves falsely in order to enrich themselves or impress others. Oh, like you? Hey, baby. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Baby. Alright. Currently, not Crystarium! Is it an outfit? What exactly is it? Once you can trade with this vendor. Oh, hi. Cat, don't knock that off. What is that? Of the round? That's cool looking. Oh. Oh, it's a... I'll say it looks like a bow. But, okay. Well, I'll go ahead and put it right here. Because I have these two things I want to add to the thing when I stop back by again. The place to put the glamours. I need to figure out an outfit that works with it, though. We'll see. Is that the, for the... whatchamacallit? Gun sword! That word! Gunblade, gunblade, gunblade. The gun that is a blade. Silver Rangers wear. Nah, we don't have those, sorry. Also, I could finally fly in this area. When I don't really need to. Gun that turned into a sword? Gunblade, yes. It is a tank weapon. I do have a gunblade breaker, but I don't use it for anything. Here we are, our proving grounds. You need only slay a beast of suitable ferocity before my eyes to demonstrate your own. Naturally, we require bait to lure out one of hiding. Hired hand. Oi, my lord, got your package here. Well done, good man. And here's your payment. You're from Yulmore, aren't you? Oh, this debate or question. Easier to have it delivered than to take a detour and picking it up myself. Rather more efficient as well. Time is money. How good are you at fighting? Now then, you need only place it in the open and slay whatever comes to claim it. I cannot imagine it'll take long before something to come hither. I feel like I'm gonna be the one. As I said, simply place the bait out in the open and await whatever ferocious beast comes to feast on it. Slay it, and I know you'll be the warrior brave and true. I mean, I'm a warrior, yes, but I'm not brave or true. I just do what needs to be done. Cool. I'm about to kill the liger. From Zoids. Fantastic! I knew I was not wrong about you. Come, let us return to the Thurium as wont. Yeah, but how about I see if you can fight? Can you? Ever think that I should be testing you instead? Ever I think that I should be testing you instead? Congratulations on a kill well made. My good woman, I dare say this is the beginning of a beautiful partnership. Let us commence the occasion with a feast. Eat, drink, and be merry. Grunt, slurp, one full stuff, isn't it? My compliments to the chef. Belch. Another helping? No, are you sure? Really, it's no bother. Oh, very well. I shall like to return to our early discussion. The virtue I have engaged you to hunt with me. Andrea is her name, and she roams Novarant as the guise of Rinda fallen warrior of light and renowned hunter of Eld. She is the most evasive eater. He is the most elusive eater who has been sighted in every corner of the realm. Though her movements are unpredictable, she has often been witnessed pursuing and slaying extraordinary dangerous beasts. I can well imagine the question forming in your mind. Why not leave her be? If anything, is she not aiding to local communities after a fashion? Alas, no, for the beasts she slays rise anew as eaters, which pose even greater threats to the small folk. So you see, this wretched sin-eater is in truth sowing untold chaos by carrying on as she does, unleashing more of her kind on unsuspecting towns and villages all across Novarant. Only you and I can stop her. So, didn't the Warriors of Light save the world? Huh, what an odd thing to ask, but never mind all that. Whether they or not they were heroes or villains or whatever 100 years ago doesn't matter to me. The simple truth is that Rena Ray was the greatest hunter who ever lived, and beating her in her own game would be an amazing feat, don't you think? And regardless of what the Warriors of Lights were doing before they became Sin Eaters, that's what they are now, so we'll be doing folks good favor by killing one. Well, what do you say, friend? Will you, hunt Andrea with me? I hope I live to regret this. So begins our formal partnership. Ah, I can see it now. You and me in the heat of battle, fighting side by side. The picture of courage and camaraderie. It's gonna be grand. I don't think you're suited for my harem, sir. Yet. If ever. Naturally, it would take us time to study and understand our prey. Eaters can behave in strange and inexplicable ways. Particularly powerful ones like Andrea. I'll be doing my best to get inside her head, to think like a hunter, but it's easier said than done. Anyways, as soon as I have determined where we ought to begin our search, I will inform you at once. Oh, is the word lacking? My apologies. Next time, I will see that you receive a more substantial compensation. Wait, it's you! It's really you! You actually came... I mean, never mind. Somebody... you're here to hunt Andrea with me, right? Yes, of course you are. Why else would you be here? You wouldn't know it. One of my hirelings should be returning with new information any moment now. Greetings, my lord. I am pleased to report that Alarina has been sighted in Amarag, in the vicinity of Samuel's backbone, it would seem. Apparently, there was a right vicious spider who was giving folks trouble, and now it's been turned, and it's a dozen times worse. They'll be grateful for any assistance. I see. Well done, my friend. Your payment, as promised. You could also... Why bother going out and pestering the small folk for news when you can employ others to do it for you? The better to devote our precious time to more important matters, I say. And owing to my winning strategy, we may now depart for Amarag and delightfully named Samuel's backbone. In pursuit of a spider, we may yet find its maker. You know, some adventurers don't have that kind of money. I mean, I might, but I might not, too. Ever think of that? Good that you're spending it, but you won't always have the money, will you? Do your parents know that you're spending all their money? Well, technically it's not their money because it's Yulmore, which means that it was given to... Does Valkyrie know? Since we're still not that far in the game, so that I haven't murdered Valkyrie. This is certainly the place. I gathered those bones once belonged to a dear Samael. But I see no troublesome Arcade. Hey! How are you? How was totally not playing the card game? That was within a different game. It was rather large desert, considered a few trackers to hasten our search, but I've yet to spy a place where such individuals might congregate. Pity. Ah, nothing but to roll up our proverbial sleeves and do the dirty work ourselves. And hindsight, in Apocalypse! Whoever finds it first may have the honors of slaying it themselves. And should we not find it, well, after we've both searched for a suitable length of time, I say we meet back here. Let the hunt begin. How are you doing? Have you pet your cat in the name of their Lord and Savior, Ishnai? No pet today? He bit me. Aww. Survey the surrounding lands but find no trace of the spider you seek. Let me guess, Nintendo? Which isn't a copyright, it's a copy patent. Which is still fucking stupid. Cause that sounds like what this topic would be. Or it's just a big topic of interest, since it actually is dangerous for a lot of the gaming sphere. Well, we also, like, having how many storms? Like, I was mentioning earlier how Helen, was... Like, this morning or afternoon when I was checking, it was like, oh, it won't become a Category 4. And before I got on stream, the weather people are like, oh, it's now a Category 4. I'm like, seriously? I mean, at least when it's wandering up Georgia, it's not on that side of Georgia that could hit family members, but that also means that it's near where I am, wandering up Georgia. Like, along the, state line. Yeah, just a prank, bro. Trust me, bro. Okay. There she is, the Scourge of Nervarant, the Devourer of Souls, Balam Quartz. We bring this bark down and they'll be singing ballads about us till the end of the time. Never mind the king's bounty. Hells, we could buy ourselves a couple of castles apiece. Flanking maneuver as we discussed. Wait for my signal and we strike as one. Damn it, she's on to us. Don't panic, we planned for this. We'll act as decoys as Renaray brings her down. Go. Wait, not yet. There's no need to rush this. Sonnet, always so headstrong. Forgive me, I can't. No, don't come back. Finish it, you bastard. Finish me. Bastard. Finish me. Finish me. Finish me. Monster. I don't know what that was, but it was something. I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. Good energy. Yeah, yeah, sure. I'll not let this in like this, I promise. I'll kill that goddamn beast if it's the last thing I do. Good energy. Yeah, good energy. Good attempt. 10 out of 10. Hey, what was that just now? I've got headaches before, but the way you were thrashing about wasn't like anything I've felt. Thank you. I thought that I fucked it up halfway through, but thank you. By the gods, I thought we were lucky just to catch a glimpse of Andrea. But you're telling me you were granted a vision of her path with this power of yours? Though 2 warriors killed while hunting a great horned beast. A beast their surviving companion vows to slay in revenge. I've heard this tale before, I know it. Drowning baby storyline too. Oh, that one with the 2 couple. Yeah. I said I have high charisma after. Have all the riz. But it's common enough to the sort of tale, I suppose. Regardless, she is gone. Come, let us return to the Crystarium and celebrate your accomplishment. I think that was Sunday's stream. Yeah, he gets a 3-day weekend. Magic Daddy. Magic, you can have all the money. I know, right? How could they tell if it's counterfeit or not? Please do not look at me! Secret Service. I don't know why. What holidays are happening. I mean... American Indian Heritage Day? National Public Lands Day? I mean, Rosh Hashanah is the, Jewish holidays that's coming up, but... And I'm probably saying it wrong. But it's on the 3rd, and it's their new year. Best holidays involve any amount of sugar, sweets, and candy. Well, I mean, in Canada, they're called the First Nations. The table is set, and so I bid you raise a glass with me. And together, we might toast your spectacular accomplishment. There's really nothing quite like a hearty meal after a job well done. Drink up, my friend. Drink up. Had your fill? I've another few bottles ready, waiting to be opened. Nope, very well, if you insist. To be fair, I'm gonna put it this way. I really don't like Christmas or any time around Christmas because there is too much social interaction that is required of me that causes me to absolutely go into a spiral. So it's not that I don't mind the holiday itself, it's just I will spend the last part of November and nearly all of December going out and doing a whole bunch of stuff with a bunch of people all the time, and I hate it. I mean, I love spending time with them, but it's tiring and it's like stressful and it's like I have to work myself up to go. My birthday is more for my family to... Yeah. Can understand that. It occurred to me, my good woman, that I have yet to ask your name. So quickly did we forge our friendship that I hardly noticed until now. Yeah, good woman. It's the Ciarfox. Rick and Ishnai. Yes, I really like the sound of it. Rick and Ishnai, daring duo. Brave bounty hunters, the scourge of the sin eaters. Once we have slain and Rhea, not a soul in the Overrun will not know our names. They shall ring out it all across the realm. I mean, I think they already know my name, but hey. Well, I mean, the whole don't get me anything or don't do anything for me. Especially trying to tell that to my nieces and nephews. Because they're still used to birthdays with the way that they show caring is being with people and all this other stuff. So, I just accept it, and I'm happy that that's how they feel like showing love to me. I'll admit that. It's sweet. I'm sorry to hear about that apocalypse. But should dwell overmuch on the victory before the struggle. A wise hunter is prepared and patient. Would be prudent to send double, may triple the agents afield to seek out promising new leads. You sure it's wise to spend your money so freely? Worried about the budget for a brave endeavor? Well, don't be. I am prepared to fund our activities as needed. No expense shall be spared, none whatsoever. I mean, I like getting things for people, too. Yeah. Let's say there's a difference between giving and getting. There she is, Ishnai. Come to rejoin her bosom companion on the great hunt. We are not bosom companions. We are not. It is well that you have, for I have obtained new information concerning a site of Andrea in Kosel. The fiend has transformed yet another deadly mark, a great bear in this instance, into an even deadlier eater. You're getting tired fast. I can understand that. But at least you have a 3-day weekend. Woo! Freedom from privilege. Oh, that is a... This brook no further delay and commence our search. Separately as before in Amarek. If you catch the eater first, I'll grant you to leave to kill it without me. I trust you will not disappoint if the reverse were to occur. Surely, surely not. I myself will be the most put out if I happen to lose to you on a second time. So on that note, may the best hunter win. So, me? So, moi? Survey your findings. Find no bad. There is no bad. Ba-ba-ba. Despite looking far and wide, you failed to find any trace of the bear you seek. Perhaps Rick. I have no answer for that. Do what your heart wants you to do. Cocky cell sword. Wired. Wicked White, don't tell me you're the little lordling's newest bosom companion. To the victor goes the spoils, and to the loser bugger all. After the bear are you? Sorry, sinner, but you come too late. We claimed the bounty not a few bells ago. Then get both! To celebrate you being back at work. Come on. Hate to say it, Ishnai, but it seems we were late to the party. Labyrinth and his mates slew the bear before we could. It's true, then. You cast your lot with the boy. You poor daft sod. But I don't understand. The eater was a newborn. How could you possibly have learned and gotten to here before we did? I mean, sometimes you need to celebrate. I mean, the thing is with, you know, self-control and all this other stuff, there's only so much. And there's only so much willpower. And then sometimes you need to, you know, treat yourself. You see, the problem with relying on hired help, they're loyal to your coin, not you, and you're not the only one who's willing to open his purse. But more importantly, Rek, what is it here about you hunting Andrea? With help, I mean, rather than all by your lonesome. I've got the distinct memory of you storming off in a huff, saying you didn't need me or anyone else to finish the job. Tell me I'm wrong. Do as you like, help or no, you've no chance of beating me to the prize. Because unlike you, I'm not all talk, and neither are me mates. Speaking of mates, how much did it cost to buy her friendship? Do tell. Piss off, Labyrinth. Why are you still here? You got your mark, didn't you? You should choose your friends more carefully, Sinner. When all goes wrong, don't say I didn't warn you. It's fine. I'll drag him out of the fire. I'm good. You have questions, I'm sure. As you surmised, Labyrinth was once a comrade of mine. I took him into my service that we might hone our skills battling sin eaters in preparation of facing Andrea. However, I soon came to see he was not all that capable of a hunter, and so I dissolved our working relationship. Unfortunately, he did not take it in stride, and instead resolved to recruit new companions that he might beat me at my own game. I think there's more to this than what you're saying, and it would seem that his fortunes have improved greatly of late. So much so that I fear we can no longer afford to dedicate time to tracking lesser eaters and must devote our undivided attention to the pursuit of Andrea. Well, I mean, like I said, sometimes, you know, it's something you gotta work towards. And I'm not... You know, I am being the devil on your shoulder. I will shut up. As such, we should get back to the Crystarium, but before we depart, I have one other matter to attend to in Yulmore. If I may trouble you, you accompany me? But of course you will. Let us be off. Kitty jail. Oh no. How long is her sentence, Judge? Ishnai, allow me to introduce you to my mother and father. Father, this is my traveling companion and dear friend Ishnai. She and I have resolved to hunt a particularly deadly sin eater. I indeed cannot overstate how terribly dangerous this sin eater is. That to pursue it is to count death itself. However, we are last triumph under the feet of old Norvarat shall sing our praises. Wouldn't that be wonderful, Father? As long as you do not sully our good name, you're free to hunt whatever quarry you desire. I can do without all the petty details. Now then, just how much do you require? Out with it. Oh, never mind. Just give the boy my current coin purse. Would you? I'm sure it will suffice for his trivial pursuits. Is that why you're here? Is it not? Another handout? Don't play coy. You've never been any good at it. You know, I honestly don't know why I came here. Keep your coin, Father. We're leaving Ishnai right now. Also, I thought one of the things you had to do... I guess this is like working in... Diligent. Oh dear, Master Rick seemed awfully upset. Disinterest. Speak to my menservant and leave me to my entertainment. Bitch, I can pole dance better than any of these people here! But one of the lore things is you basically had to give up all your money to join Yulmore. So that basically... You acted without needing money or whatever, but as long as you weren't... You got whatever you wanted, but you didn't have to have money because all the money went straight to, like a collective whatever. So he shouldn't have money with him because it should have been taken away from him. That was one of the problems of, the mayor had to figure out was what to do since nobody had any money. And Master Chai also had to talk about how he had to give up all of his wealth for it. To join. Forgive me, Ishnai, but I would forgo the wine on this occasion. Father's lackluster reception has put me in rather dour spirits. As you may have gathered from our exchange, I am a free citizen of Yulmore. Owing to my parents' considerable wealth, I have enjoyed a relatively privileged upbringing. Privileged and unbearably boring. Which is why I quit the city and resolved to become a bounty hunter. I am no fool, though. I am well aware of my fortunate circumstances, which is why I elect to conceal them from the people of the Crystarium. People are wont to jump to uncharitable conclusions. I feel as though you and I have established a rapport, though I haven't said much in this, though, so I thought it best to bring you into my confidence. I pray you refrain from telling others. Who will I? Now then, since Levant decided to turn this into a race, we have no choice but to oblige him and slay Andrea before he does. This calls for a veritable army of hired hands. Alas, in a fit of frustration, I refuse my father's coin. Without additional resources, we have no choice but to conduct a search by ourselves. Moreover, I never said I was in this for the Guild. Really? I mean, of course you aren't! Perish the thought! Ishnai, my friend! Thank the gods you're here! Night, Wolfie! I hope you sleep well! Ever since we parted ways, I've been exhausting myself running all over Crystarium, questioning anyone and everyone, hoping someone might have seen Andrea, but alas... Only the Crystarium? Well, of course! Surely this is the limit of what a man with meager financial resources can accomplish. But never mind that, for it was but recently it dawned on me that the vision you beheld of Rhea's past could hold the clues for which we have been desperately searching for. When you first described it to me, at first I thought I heard it before. And I had. My wet nurse told me the exact same story when I was still a boy. It was a tale of a courageous hunter who, together with her comrades, embarked on a quest to slay a notorious mark, a great horned beast. They came upon their quarry in the desert and attempted to lay it low. Alas, the beast had a singular strength, and the hunter a fatal weakness, and in the ensuing struggle her comrades were killed, leaving her, the sole survivor, to swear vengeance. Would you not agree that your vision was a perfect match for this tale? Then there can be no doubt. Ren of Rhea is the celebrated hunter, the hero I so admired in my childhood. Oh, good that you're murdering your hero. I mean, what's left of your hero. After that day, the hunter resolved not to rely upon others and instead slew the beast by herself. She somehow found a way to compensate for her weakness. Anyways, my recollection of the tale is likely riddled with errors. We should ask Miss Olivier to recount counted in full. She was a bounty hunter herself before she entered our service, you know? Also, in light of all this, I should share with you an interesting theory concerning all the virtues I heard from a fellow hunter. Apparently, each appears to be driven by particular memories, moments that forever changed each of these fallen heroes. Makes sense, doesn't it? Ren of Rhea being a hunter of notorious marks in life and in death? I don't know why it never occurred to me before. But if that is indeed the reason why she behaves as she does, then the more we learn about Ren of Rhea's adventures, the better our chances predicting when she'll turn up. All the more reason to go and see my former wet nurse. Mistress Olivar lives in Gate Town, in Colsal. Let us be off, then. You mean the place that they sent unwanteds? You know the place? Alright. What happened? Hello there, are you a friend of Rick? But... What do you want to do? But what do you want to do? This is Mistress Olivier, a wet nurse who... So close. Practically the entirety of my childhood. She was bonded to my family and lived with us in the city for a time. But when I came of age, she was forced to leave. My, you've grown into such a strapping young man. But I can't imagine you came to Gate Town just to pay me a visit, my little Reek. Not in front of her, if you please, but to answer your question, we did in fact come to see you. There were stories you told me as a child of a courageous hunter. Was that hunter perhaps the warrior of light, Reneray? Of all the reasons you could have... Aye, those stories were of Reneray, the greatest bounty hunter of her day, and legend to so many aspire to become. Less so after the flood. It was still fresh in everyone's mind when I was younger. For all the good they have done in life, none can deny the chaos they sowed in death, as sin-eaters. But despite all of that, me and me mates still look up to her. We knew all of her feats and swore to preserve them, in secret if need be, that she might inspire future generations as she had ours. So years and years later, when you wanted to hear tales of adventure and heroism, I couldn't help but share with you the ones nearest and dearest to my own. I only wish I had to change all the names. Then it's true, the hero who I looked up to as a child, whose tales of daring do drove me to take up the bow, as you had, to pester you for training that I might become a bounty hunter, was her? I appreciate that, Rose, but you're also amazing too. Everybody in this stream is. In their own way. Yes! Look, if I am wonderful and awesome, then y'all must be awesome and wonderful, okay? Because there's no other way that I will accept being awesome and wonderful as if y'all aren't also considered awesome and wonderful. Miss Olivier, Ishnai and I are hunting Andrea, and we believe that one of the stories you shared with us might help guide our search. Namely, the one about the great horned beast that killed her friends. What will you tell me about again? Nobody is wonderful, including... That sounds better! I'm kidding. Nope, everybody is wonderful and amazing! Wicked White. Is that... Oh, my little wreck. Very well. Even as a young hunter, Reneray's incredible hearing was unparalleled. She could track her quarry through a forest by the most minute sounds of their passing, from miles away by even some accounts. Rose detected. Everybody is cool! Everybody is amazing! Everybody is wonderful! What's it, Oshi? What's an Oshi? I miss. What's an Oshi? Even the most suitable and stealthy beasts never elude her for long. Oh, okay. VTubers. I did not know that. I mean, I am a VTuber. I guess that's the only qualification I have to go, okay, I'm an Oshi. And I appreciate that. Speaking of, I am working on a new model. We'll see if I get it done by when I have the affiliate anniversary. Or at least part of it done. I won't, maybe not all of it. OSHA approved. OSHA. I wouldn't say OSHA approved. Oh, hurry up. You sure? I have VTuber brain rot. I just exist in this place. Breaking hearts is not work injury. Kami Oshi. Kami does God? Oshi? Is that the God support? I appreciate. Goodness. You know, I joke about, you know, being the one and only, you know, Ishnai and God, you know, goddess bow down before me, but I'm not turning purple or red or some dark shade out of blushing. Anyways. Yeah. It's that, God support the most. I appreciate y'all on that. I do. Goodness. I don't know what to say to this. Goodness. You can have several Oshi, but don't have the rot. Yes, it worked. Yes. I'm just sharing games here, y'all. Don't need to stand me here or Oshi me. Anyways, even the most subtle and stealthy beast may never elude her for long. A misplaced foot, a snapped branch, eventually Renere would know, and her aim would always be true and good. It is kind of like a host club kind of thing of only having one host. You stand. I'm not a part of VTuber circles if you couldn't tell. As she grew older and honed her skills further, she set her eyes on bigger prizes. She became a hunter of notorious marks. And together with her comrades earned fame and fortune. Well, I mean, I say I have multiple waifus. Have you not seen my harem? in Genshin, Honkai, and all the other stuff. Well, I am definitely degenerate. And don't stay loyal to those who don't deserve your loyalty. As their reputation swelled, so too did their egos. Only the most dangerous game would suffice, and so they resolved to hunt the scourge of Northrant, the devourer of souls, Balam the Courts. You only have one true waifu? Oh? But when Renere did not realize her greatest strength would deprive her undoing, when she faced Balam Claus, the beast roared with such force that brought her to her knees. Helpless, she could only watch as it claimed the lives of her beloved comrades and fled. After burying the hunters and vowing she would one day avenge them, she took to the road once more. She met Ardbert and his fellow warriors of light, and for a time she accompanied the fledgling heroes on their adventures. To them, she was a breath of fresh air, a vibrant young woman who savored every moment and found joy in simple pleasures. They knew not of her fallen friends or how their deaths weighed heavy on her still. Only one true Kame Oshi. Yeah, I'm just here. You don't have to Oshi me. I'm here. I'm honored that you consider Oshi, but I'm here. We're hanging out. We're chill. I am a Fox VTuber, yes. I am cool, but everybody else who, like, actually thinks I'm interesting and hangs out with me are also cool. Ever think of that? Ever think that it takes a special kind of person to put up with a special kind of me, so therefore everybody's wonderful? And I'm... I can't. Anyways, the party wandered the road, performing many great deeds and growing ever stronger, as did Renaray. While in Kolosola, she even devised a means to defend against the powerful roar, which had called her downfall that fateful day. And then, while engaging in an adventure in Ratika, a rumor reached Renaray's ears. Balb's quilts skirts the Norvrat, devourer of souls, had been spotted wandering the City swamps. It was a golden opportunity, but to seize it would be to face the beast alone. She could not wait for Ardbert and the others, nor could she ask that they forsake their sworn duty. But perhaps it's just as well, for the memory of her defeat still haunted her. The courageous hunter had allowed a single fear to take root in her heart. The fear of losing her new companions as she did her old. So, it was Renaray ventured forth in secret, resolved to slay her hated foe, Balam Quartz, alone. And with all her strength and guile, the legendary hunter did just that. Before you forget, oh no. Yeah. Hi! Vengeance claimed she rejoined Albert and the others and never spoke of the terrible battle between her and the dreaded beast. From that day forward, she was Renaray, warrior of light, and the deeds of her and her companions would be celebrated forevermore. It's strange to think that the woman I admired when I was young would become the sin eater I swore to slay. What she became doesn't change who she was, even if the tales were little embellished over the years. They were rooted in truth. She was and will always be a hero to me, and to you, I hope. Thank you, Miss Olivar. I promise I'll visit you again soon. So, Ishnai, remember that theory I told you before about the virtues being driven by powerful memories? If Anrea is reenacting the journey leading up to her conversation with Balam Quartz, the one that took her from Amareg to Kozan, then her next destination must be Ratika? Right. That was where she laid the beast at last, in the swamps, to be precise. So that's where we shall go. Let us away! Now listen, Ratik, there's an awful lot of people that don't know about Renaray, or the world for that matter. So wherever you go, whatever you see, remember not to take it at face value. Do not accept what others tell you as good or true. Listen to your heart and decide for yourself, and be safe. Listen to your heart! Basically. Ishnai, was it? Such a pleasure to meet a friend of Reek's. Cheese. His parents never hesitated to provide him with all the wealth and opportunities they could. But when it came to love and support, well, all I can say is a miracle the boy has turned out as he has. I could tell. One could never have too many friends or too much support. That goes for you as well, I should think. I mean, I can, as an autistic person, I can only stand the amount of people that I can safely inhabit with. So it's like a habitat thing. Like my ecosystem for how many people that I am around, it's a habitat kind of like thing, and like too many people will absolutely like destroy the ecosystem. So that's what I'm trying to say. Oh no, we were talking about absolutely nothing of importance. Thank you for watching. You're amazing. Also, Judge, is the cat still in prison? You wouldn't guess the cat escaped? When I was little, Miss Olivar seemed so much bigger and stronger to me. Then I was gonna say, learned nothing. When I was little, to be perfectly honest, the way she carries herself, even now, bespeaks the confidence I cannot help but envy. The cat has learned nothing. But never mind that. We have a virtue to hunt. Let us commence our search at once. And keep your weapons at the ready, my friend. I mean, so a cat? Heh, about time our luck took a turn for the better. There she is. Are you gonna do nothing about her ability to hear very well? Or you make a loud racket? What, now? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Look, I can't control this, except when I can. I wish you were all here with me, but I know it's better you're not. We have a score to settle, you bloody bastard, and this time I'm ready for your tricks. Put stuff in your ears. Cotton. Dulling arrows. Roaring thunder. Thunder, 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 thunder. Rawr. Kitty taking out the other kitty! I thought I got through that. Oh well. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. A failure. That's why I have to do it alone. No, you don't, but you're doing it alone apparently. If only I'd been this strong back then, they'd still be alive. Would they, though? You know how fate works. And you know how, writing works. If the writer wants you fucking dead, you're dead. Can you feel it, can't you? The pain, the fear serves you right. Where is this coming from? I won't let us in like this! We won't! God damn it, Serena. Hi, Ardbert! Yeah. Made it in the nick of time, I see. Hi, Brandon! Are you hurt? Don't worry, I've got you. Power of friendship! Go! The lone wolf just had to do it on her own terms. Yeah, shut up, Nilebert. Don't tell me you followed my trail. I was never good at indulging in her foolishness. I'll tell you all about it after we kill this bloody bastard, There's something wrong. It's shrugging off our attacks. Coming from me. Rena, keep your distance. Gather round my bird. I mean, she's a kitty. Are you expecting anything different? No one's dying on my watch. Well, good to think that it's not your watch. I'm a healer. Cat, no. I didn't get close enough. Nothing like having a cat distract you. That's exactly why I failed. I played with you for 10 minutes before stream, and I've been playing with you off and on. Cats! my cat is currently pouting at me. Without your roar, you were nothing. If I'd only been this strong back then, you'd still be alive. Hope you sleep well. Why do I keep this up if... Made it a good time, I see. Night, Haru. Hope you sleep well. Are you hurt? Don't worry. I've got you. Lone Wolf just had to do it on her own terms. Haru! Thank you. Just as my face was turning back to normal color. Coming for me, keep your distance. Tell you all about it after we kill this bloody bastard. A, something's wrong with this shrugging off our attacks. It's just coming Super Saiyan. No worries. Focus everyone. No, try to focus! Me. Victory will be ours. Da, 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 da. Yeah, tough old booker. Everyone's alright. Ardbert, I don't know what to say. Thank you, everyone. And I'm sorry for trying to go it alone. And pray tell, did you even try to do something so foolish? If we'd all been here for the first, it wouldn't have been anything even approaching a challenge. Back in the day, I was a bounty hunter. I told you that much. But I haven't told you about my old partners. Together we tracked and claimed countless notorious marks throughout the Norvrant. We were the best at the business, and everyone knew our names and our reputation. They called us legends, and somewhere along the lines, we started to believe it too. And we set our sights on Balam Courts. I survived. They didn't. I swore vengeance, but had no idea to go about it, pursuing it. Then I met you lot, and thought that maybe with your help I might have a fighting chance. So you see, I never intended to keep it all a secret. It's just you never asked, and since I'd rather not talk about it, easier to live in the moment, you know? Next town, next job. The weeks flew by, and after a time, I started having second thoughts. I'd lost those closest to me before, and I didn't want to live through that again. Are we, or are we not comrades through thick and thin? These bonds of fellowship between us must come before all else. Otherwise, they may well not exist. You say the thought of losing us pained you. What of our feelings? What of our loss? What if we had not arrived when we did? You saved our lives more times than I can count. How dare you refuse to let us do the same? Without those keen ears of yours, I'll never know what Bullock spreading and Nilebert are whispering about me behind my back. And ignorance is not bliss. Let me tell you. This one's worth a fortune, aye? And fame besides. I wager we won't have to pay for our drinks when we get back into town. Oh god, it's not another night to remember. Don't you worry your pretty head over our fearless leader's questionable constitution. Take pride in the victory, for the small folk will sleep easy once they hear Balam Courts' demise, until Ardbert's drunken snores wake them from their slumber. And on that note, I think it is time we quit this place. And Rinneray, I trust that the next time you decide to hunt deadly game, you'll do us the courtesy of extending us an invitation. And there I thought I was doing you a favor by keeping you out of my personal affairs. Selfish as it is. As it was. Oh, fine. But if you go and die on me, I'll pay a necromancer to raise you from the dead so I can kill you out of spite. Agreed. Now then, mind cutting off whatever you need to take back as proof of kill? I don't want to lose our reward on a technicality. Such a fine crystal. Why not hold on to it as a memento of the occasion? Yeah, not creepy person that doesn't have creepy designs. Wake up, damn you! Hello! What's wrong with you, huh? This is the second time your so-called gift has cost us a chance at slaying Andrea. You know what? I've had enough. Enough, I say. Yes, I don't need your help. I'm a perfectly capable hunter of the Sin-Eater on my own. Hunting is... 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 Sin-Eater on my Good luck with that, Princeling. God. Do you immediately... Upon our return to Gate Town, you will be given your final payment and we'll be free to go our separate ways. Guess right would be the... would be still tied. Well, I can't fly there, so it doesn't matter either way. Right was closer. That was correct. The right way. The first time. Oh well. Like I said, I can fly there. What is it? Did something happen between the two of you? Yeah, Mr. Prince was being a little... Princeling. Honestly, don't know why I ever placed my faith in you. You're such a disappointment, humph. Consider this a formal dissolution of our partnership. Let none ever again speak the name of Rick and Ishnai in the same breath. Yes, never again. And with that, I bid you good day. When he was little, Rick's parents punished him for a time by withholding his allowance. Without money to lavish his friends, he soon found many were only drawn to him by his wealth. I dare say he feared you would abandon him as they did, and decided to push you away first. That's not it. I'm not trying to make excuses for what he said. I only hope you can find it in your heart to forgive him. Take some time to think it over, and then come and see me. Oh, and take this for your trouble. I don't need to give you any money. You're not one that has it. I'm sure a talented woman like yourself is needed all over the realm, so I thank you for sparing a moment to hear me out. Since you two parted ways, she has come to visit me several times. Though he's blessedly in good health, I worry for his spirits. I think he may have been the only friend he had for some time. I considered journeying to the Crystarium myself to look in on him, but I find travel rather difficult these days. If you go in my stead, I would put my heart at ease. Fellowship restored. Look. Dealing with a teenager with their teenage patients. And adding rich boy into that equation. Customary seat is empty. There's nothing to suggest you occupied it recently. So perhaps someone has noticed his passing. Coleslaw, right? You're Reach's partner? I was with Labrant, remember? Well, I ought to stress, because after we left, we headed straight to Ratiki. We heard a rumor that Andrea was there, and Lindbred wanted to strike while the iron was hot. By the time we realized we were overmatched, it was too late. I saw Lambert fall. When the Sin Eaters set our sights on the others, I fled. Call me coward if you like, my cowardice saved my life. Wicked White. I can still remember looking back as I ran, and seeing Lambert rise to his feet. I told everyone what happened to warn them off the hunt. Some listened, but a few bloody fools took up their weapons and joined the hunt. Glory-hungry imbeciles, and not one of them has returned. Don't expect Rich to be one of them, neither. I remember thinking it odd, especially when I saw him leave for Ritzika alone. You're meeting him there, I presume. Good luck, friend, but I have no doubt that you're going to your doom. Yeah. Looking for Master Rachik, are we? I dare say you're the only one. Word is Mommy and Daddy cut him off, so there's no point in pretending like the little shite anymore. to like the little shite anymore. Last time he was moping about like someone had shot his armor. I'm sure he'll turn up eventually. I told you if the Lordling isn't at his table, then I have no idea where he is. Ask someone else. If I were you, I'd leave Cheek to hunt the virtue on his own. No shame in recognizing you've got no chance. Only a fool would fight this fight. I beg to differ. I've killed all the other 3. I'll be fine. The Bestel Lordling. If he ain't sat at his usual table, then I've got no idea where else to look. I suddenly badly need to use the restroom. I will be right back. I'm back. I'm back. Alright, let's go save the little lordling over here. Lordling. Did I make sure to turn on all the sounds? No, I forgot to turn on the audio. So how you doing? You good, sir? Ishnai, why are you here? Don't tell me you came for me. It's terrible, it's horrible. Andrea, she's... Red Array, if aught you remains, then hearken to my words. I have come to lay your soul to rest, alone, as you face, Baum Courts, a century ago on this very ground. Lambert? Oh gods, no. She collected them. She collected them. Like Pokemon. Don't tell me. You beheld a vision of a past just now, didn't you? Tends to happen. I thought as much. Wasn't but a moment ago that I confronted them. Awfully useful, that trick of yours. Though I can't understand why you kept using it every time we ran into Andrea. I don't have control over it! I can't control when it happens. Good thing you didn't ask that before you started to be a bitch about it. Huh? So it wasn't something you did deliberately? Good to know. Well, you could have asked, instead of storming off like a fucking petulant child. Anyways, unintentional or not, at least I wouldn't have to convince you of what I saw. She turned Lambert and the other hunters into sin eaters like herself. A Hume axeman, a Galgant swordsman, a dwarven healer, an elven mage. Looked awfully familiar, didn't it? She's rebuilding her fellowship. She's remaking the Warriors of Light. But for the life of me, I can't understand why. I mean, I understand why she came here in the first place. She's reliving the hunt for a bombed corpse. But Brenda Ray slew the beast by herself. The stories were clear about that. What? They were there too? The stories were wrong? God, strike me down. I've been such a fool. Why did I ever think I could do this alone? I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me for all the things I said, Ishnai. I've heard fucking worse. Doesn't make it right, but I've heard worse. I regretted my behavior since the day we parted ways. It was stupid, nonsensical, and utterly pointless. Yes, you are correct on all those fronts. I'm not sure I could even tell you why I did what I did. It was fine, water under the bridge. If you do it again, I'm going to stab you, though. Thank you, my friend. I hope it's alright if I call you that. No, I'm your mistress right now, Neil boy. Right then. And Rhea should be around here somewhere. Still on the hunt for bomb quilts, I expect. Not that she'll ever find it. No doubt Lambert and the others are with her too. He and I may have our differences, but I do not wish that fate on my worst enemy. He deserves to be laid to rest. They all do. Rena Ray most of all. She is my hero, and if I have to kill her to save her soul, then so be it. But this is too much for even the best hunter to handle alone. And I'm far from the best. The only way to see this through is together. You and me, my friend. What do you say? Ha! I'd ask for a word and you give me a nod. Yes! Before we resume hunt in earnest, though, let us return to Gate Town and let Miss Olivar know all is well. After all, you wouldn't have come unless she sent you. Right. Cat. I owe her so much, then and now. Ishnai, what a pleasure to see you again, and in the company of little Cheek, no less. I'm assuming you patched things up? I should like to think so, yes. And it's all thanks to you. Had you not implored her to give me another chance, I might well be sitting alone in the swamps, dwelling on my myriad of failures. Or failings. And you, my friend, I know not why you sought her out on your own, but I am glad you did. Miss Olivier is probably the only person who truly cares for my well-being, but she has no one to look after her. Don't be silly, Rick. Cheek, I have you, don't I? And before you start babbling about how you wish you could probably reward Ishnai, as I can tell you're about to, know that I've prepared a hearty meal just for her. Oh, that's very thoughtful of you. Nevertheless, I shall see that you're both compensated once we claim the bounty for Andrea. And claim it we shall, for united Cheek and Ishnai are unstoppable, is what I would like to say, but I know my own limitations better than anyone. 'Twould be prudent to make the proper preparations at this juncture. You two should see to that you're ready for the struggle ahead. It would be a mighty one indeed, but well worth the effort, my friend. Risotto. I don't like that it's on the gyro, which is... I do hope you continue being good friends from now on. Ishnai, my friend, my partner, I trust you are ready? Good, good. This is very good indeed. For before we depart and face Andrea, for what I pray is the final time, I have a confession to make. One second. Just checking on something. I may have somewhat misled when I intimated my tremendousness of my martial prowess. That's fine. Yes, fine, little one. In truth, it rather pales in comparison to yours. Most people's does. Uh-huh. I gathered you were not aware of this. Truly, you're perceptive as you are mighty. I mean, that's the way of putting it. In my defense, I must say that when I realized what exceedingly powerful warrior you truly are, I was dumbstruck. I struggled to conceive to even how to approach the subject. Start with the words, and we'll work from there. How does that sound? Furthermore, I must admit, the great majority of all our efforts to hone our skills in preparation for the battles to come have been entirely for my benefit. The disparity between us may not be so readily apparent. To think that my insecurity drove me to postpone this fateful day for so long. In my cowardice, I allowed Andrea to assemble a party of followers. Where before we only had to contend with one foe, we must now confront 5. And for all my preparation, I am still no more likely to be an asset to you than a hindrance. But perhaps there's need not be the case. In discussing this grim reality with Miss Oliver while you're away, we hit upon a potential stratagem. You recall Renere's greatest strength and weakness. Her preternatural hearing. We can be reasonably certain that Andrea is possessed as well. Therefore, if you were to fashion a device that could produce a loud noise at will, you could use it to secure the advantage in your battle. What I lack in strength and arms, I may make up with guile. And while it will not guarantee us victory, it will surely bring us one step closer. 1,000 pardons, Master Richik, but I am to come to deliver a message from your Lord Father. Daddy, what does he want with me now? It has come to my Lord's Father's attention, that you have acquitted yourself rather poorly as a bounty hunter, and have brought terrible shame upon the family name. He commands you to cease all such activities at once and return to the city forthwith. Should you fail to do so, you'll be stripped of your citizenry and family name. No further financial assistance will be provided. Oh dear. Yeah, Sorry. It's always a war that I'm losing. Anyways. Oh dear. You may tell my father and my father the following. I, Cheek, proud bounty hunter and slayer of sin eaters, that I have no intention of renouncing this cause, and they are free to do so as they deem fit. Tell them that if they have no son, then I have no parents. That I have no family save Miss Lavar, who has shown me more love than they ever have. Very good, Master Rachik. I shall deliver your reply to them at once. Right then, now that that's settled, we can get to work crafting that giant joints maker of ours. Let us consult the craftsman of the crystalline mean at once. I dare say you lit a fire in him, Ishnai. I never thought I'd see the day when he mustered the courage to say anything like that to his parents. Well, he didn't quite say it to his parents, but also, yes, I have that kind of ability. He has yet to reach the point of, you know, joining the harem, though, so, he'll need to work on that. Crystal meme. Meme. For all my time in the Crystarium, I cannot recall ever visiting the crystalline mean. Nevertheless, I'm sure there's someone here who can assist us. What's this then? You got something that needs making? Indeed, I do, good sir. I wish to commission the production of a device that can generate a tremendously loud sound. It must be small and light enough to be carried by a single individual as well. Ain't that one of the stranger requests I've heard? Well, if it's just a noise you want, then I wager you could do better, make do with a special blended fire stand. I think I got just the recipe you need. I'll need some choice ingredients, mine. You need to go and fetch them for me. What is the price that you require? Well, there's one particular beastie native to Kasola who's got a singular diet and leaves with these massive dung piles. The fresher the better, if it please. A few variety of grasses native to Ratika. Oh, and some iron ore from Amarag. I could give you a list if you like. To wit, I would need to travel to the far quarters of Norvrant and back. Oh dear, this is rather more involved than I... No more excuses. I'll do whatever it needs to be done to see this through to the end. My friend, I will not impose these tasks upon you. I insist that you remain here while I go and fetch the required materials. Really now? He gonna be alright with all that stuff by himself? I mean, if it were you, I'd not think twice about it. Same. But boys gotta grow, I guess. Secunda. I have tried to be friendly. I don't know why I'm going with this accent randomly. Just feel like it, cause I can, cause who knows? It was a series of surprisingly heroic experiences. In the end, I managed to obtain the materials necessary for the construction of my secret weapon. The gentleman was rather accommodating. Despite being somewhat put out that I had not any gil to pay him for his labor, he was nevertheless willing to teach me how to craft the arrows myself. He said he found my industriousness endearing. I must confess, despite being utterly exhausted by all this busy work, it has been somewhat refreshing. And now that my noisemaker arrows are ready, I cannot help but wait to put them to proof. If all goes to plan, the explosion should be loud enough to incapacitate Andrea for a time. Let us put an end to her tale, my friends, and in doing so, write the opening of ours. That of Rachik and Ishnai, bounty hunters extraordinaire. Come, Ratika and Gloria waits. thing. Once again, back there. Cool. Okay. Flight! La hello. Oh. If I may make one small request before we begin, please, for the love of God, try not to succumb to any visions of people's past. This really could not be a worse time. I don't have any control over that. Well, are you still with me in the here and now? I mean, excellent! Then we can attend to the task at hand without worry. Let us lay to the rest of our fellow hunters and grant, Rina Ray a peace the hero deserves. Mm-hmm. Probably should go for the healer first. Now that I think about it. As a fellow healer, I should probably go for the healer first, you know? Kind of annoying. Stop setting the cat on fire. I implore you. I mean, he may be a bit annoying, but please don't set the cat on fire. Okay. Okay, that didn't work. Okay. Tried to do a low blow on him. I'm working on it. Patience. Alright. Yeah. Don't get cocky, kid. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you? The fuck are you going, kid? Rest in peace, Renda, Ray. We won. Seeing it and saying it hardly feels real. Huh? What's that you've got there? Wicked White, you're... the real Ray. I should have never betrayed your trust. Never again, I swear. Never again. Balam quits, the Shadow Keeper, the Flood. Come what may, we'd face it together. No matter how hard it got or how terrified I was. That's what it means to let someone into your heart, knowing full well that nothing lasts forever. To welcome the fear and the pain, the sorrow. When I lost my parents, when we laid the Keeper low, you felt it too, didn't you? To place our faith in a desperate, hopeless attempt to save everyone, and to see it amount to naught in the end. What else could we do but offer that tiny remainder in a final futile effort, even knowing deep down it was worth but a few moments more? What is this? You gave me fear, and that fear gave me strength. Wait, there's so much I want to ask! I don't understand. What was she talking about? That's not right. It's not fair. Heroes sacrificing themselves for nothing, becoming villains, being forgotten. Thank you, Ishnai. I could have never gotten this far without your help. I had no idea who Rinda, Ray, or any of the other Warriors of Light truly were. This was all ancient history to me. Why would I care who some eaters once were? Yeah, you said that at the beginning. I was no better than my parents, judging them out of hand, dismissing their sacrifice, not bothering to look deeper. It made all the easier to pursue and Rhea for my own amusement. I pray I made up for my part by helping lay Rinda Ray's soul to rest. Miss Olivar is probably worried sick about us both. We should return to Koso and let her know we're all right. We're going to plates first. I can't wait to tell Miss Lavar everything of VR. Everything. I should definitely use some of the bounty to treat her. My little recruit cheek, Ishnai, congratulations on the job well done. From one hunter to another, thank you for helping Rinda Ray achieve a measure of peace. She was a hero to me too, and it broke my heart to know what has become of her. To have your legacy tarnished so. To have the world call you a villain even still. But at least I can take comfort in knowing that she can finally enjoy a long rest. What others may say, we will preserve the truth of this story and song. Rinda Ray, the bravest hunter there ever was, and more importantly, a true friend to those she held dear. I can only hope to measure by her example someday. For now, I say we return to the Crystarium and raise a glass in celebration. Had she brought down Bomb Quinn's not alone, but with the aid of her comrades? It may not be the story I was taught, but somehow earrings truer to my ear. I can't continue petting you, though. I know you want it, but I can't. Not right now. Andrea's bounty has been paid to us in full, my friends. So come, let eat, drink, and be merry. I've been meaning to ask Ishnai, but I have the impression you're rather more acquainted with these Warrior of Lights than you're letting on. What exactly do you know about them? Well, now that you ask. That is so preposterous of a tale, I have no choice but to assume it's true. Offering up their lives to cross the rift, to halt the flood? Wicked White. It must have taken her so much courage to see it through to those final moments. A courage born not of a desire for glory or for dedication to an ideal, but of fear and love for those whom she had forged unshakable bonds, her comrades. I won't pretend that we have anything even approaching such a powerful connection, but I would like to think that if you were in moral peril, I would fly to your side without hesitation. Having said that, if I were tested as Rinid were, if I were to challenge to offer up my life for others without even knowing if it would amount to aught, I doubt I could rise to the occasion. I am a child and a fool who knows little of the world. I've been coddled and spoiled, and only just tasted the bitter fruits of life that you and countless others sup on daily. You are made of sterner stuff, Ishnai, far sterner than me, and that is why I know I can never walk your path. There's no shame in that. Okay. Oh, but there is. I cannot recall a time I felt happier and more alive than when I have traveled with you. But you have countless other journeys ahead of you, don't you? And for you are destined for far greater challenges. Whereas I'm suited for rather more pedestrian affairs. Know your limits, as Miss Olivier used to say. Meeting her again after all these years, seeing how much older and more frail she's become, made me realize how little time we have left. She shouldn't have to live out her days alone in squalor. I have decided it will not be so. I shall return to Cole and attend to her needs, for I would do my utmost to repay the love and kindness that made me the man I am today. Therefore, though it pains me to say it, I fear the celebration must also mark the end, or at least a very tentative suspension, of the glorious partnership that was Richi and Ishnai, bounty hunters extraordinaire. Should you ever find yourself in Kolsa, however, do come and pay us a visit. Alright. Speaker for the brave. Okay, we're gonna come over here. And I have a bit of reading to do. Like I haven't already. My voice is going. So cardinal virtues are gone. One of these. Is the correct one. Echoes of a Fallen Star. We saw the Tainor one. We haven't seen the other two. So... we should just get right to the conversation. And I'll go ahead and switch to the classes for each of them. It's, Wandering Stairs, apologize. Cardinal Virtue. What charming accommodations. I mean, there's something. I had come to dine at the Wandering Stairs, you see, when I spied a considerable gathering of locals. Then the sky caught fire and, well... You must know what it all means. Anything you care to share with a friend? Don't eat an apple to be a dick cliche. This is alarming to say the least. It's all well and good the others have come to appreciate the Warriors of Light, but we cannot allow the charlatan to exploit their legacy, so... Yes, why not? We shall reform the indomitable duo that is Rishi and Ishnai and put an end to his shenanigans. I love the rolling of the apple. Eager as ever, I see. Yes, I know. No need to say it. You have no intention of involving me. I'm stupid, but I'm not naive. You're the better hunter and the better person besides. I'm reminded of Rinda Ray, though that's hardly a surprise, isn't it? For her sake and all of theirs, show this pretender what it truly means to be a hero. Anything else happen? Other than Sirius, Locus Sirius. Yeah. Yet. Have to keep looking through these. Yeah, da 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 da. Can't skip directly to it, sadly. Ba-ba. Mr. Ciarfox, up of Wandering Stairs. Friend of you been asking after you, blah 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 blah. Grandson. By the way, Hurricane Helen's winds increased to 140 miles per hour on Thursday night as the storm made landfall. Actually, it is supposed to go through where some of my family lives in Georgia. At least the new edited one. Well met, Center. I was looking forward to a welcome respite here at the Crystarium, but the mood here is not exactly conducive to relaxation, as I'm sure you've noticed. No, I couldn't tell at all. I mean, it's very odd, kind of, you know. I wager you know more about what's going on than anyone else in this city. Care to share? I mean, I care, but do I want to share? I can't say I envy your prey. Dark work, this twisting of the Warriors of Light's legacy. Reminds me of what became of old Dionysus, though this assay of yours is a fair more chatty. I'm tempted to silence him myself. Brandon made his mistakes, and I'm sure they all did, but the past is the past. They've earned their rest. I'm not about to let him sully Herbert's good name either. What? You want me to leave it to you? Right. I'm not the only one carrying all that weight. Very well, but only because you asked. Remember, if you ever need me, just say the word and I'll be there. Good that they're automatic doors. Except when they aren't. This will be the best day ever. Echoes of a fallen star. That's for remembering everything. Bring submarines, ba ba ba. This could possibly be the best day ever. Alright, we got the Scottish art. We got the Scottish derived now. Yeah. Already done all of them. The others. Hi, cutie. Lie on, stranger. Don't worry, I'm going to get that accent. So there I am, minding your business, quaffing my ale, when I heard ruckus outside, and then clear as day, warrior of light. That sounded like trouble to me, and I know if anyone's going to be trouble herself over that trouble, it'd be you. So I gave Gilnard the old, but I'm your best customer routine, until he agreed to bring me here, and now you know where, and now I know where you live. But now I know where you live. Great, isn't it? Fuck. Some bastards walking around wearing Albert's limits, Albert's. Like a second-hand jerkin. I don't know what's more offensive. That or you let him leave without a proper dwarven decken. A certain Hobson refused to teach me. Bah! In a pinch, an improvised decking would have been fine. Tell you what, I'll show you how to knock that bastard flat in a blink of an eye here and now. Taboos be damned. After all, we ain't about to let him keep it on like that, are we? Pretending to be Ardbert. Limits Ardbert. Step 1, make a fist. Step 2, extend your arm like so. Step 3, beat them senseless. Got it? Got it? Got it? Good, now make me proud. Oh, you little munchkin. Alright, we got that. Now let's actually do some of the main plot. Amazing, isn't it? I know I said I was going to do some other things, but I didn't realize it would take me 5 hours to get to this point. And we'll continue on, I guess, for another 30 minutes, give or take. Maybe a little more. Ishnai, and not a moment too soon. The skies over Galamad are ablaze, but it's the events on the ground that concern me. As you will have heard, your fellow Scions have arrived ahead of you. We cut the customary greetings short after we received words from our troops on the Magna Glacies that the Forum's airship had landed, and that's when the heavens began to burn. I dispatched your friends at once to ensure the refugees come to no harm. I would have you join them immediately. Additional support is en route, but we will discuss them later. I trust you are ready to depart. Upon departing, sufficient time. Required to participate in battle. Sure. Hey, Key! How are you? Serious music.
No. 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 We were promised an escape. Not the same doom we fled.
Cool.
I shall not meet my final days here in this blasted waste. Calm yourselves. Your panic is our greatest enemy. Come, we must build a line of defense.
Who are you yelling at? Oh yeah, definitely everything's so expensive.
How?
Leave the fighting to us, Father. You must lead the people to safety.
Yeah, the Wilds is coming out the same month as my birthday, so I can maybe set aside money and stuff to, like, set up for Wilds, but the fact that it's, like, $70 is just horrifying. But, like, everything is so expensive nowadays.
I can handle this pair. You?
Shall tend to the refugees. Let us be about it.
As you wish, my little lord.
Oh god, I'm playing as Alphino. Ah! Oh yeah, it's over 80? I forgot what the price was exactly.
See to the wounded.
Help is at hand.
Oh.
Leave it to me.
Those who can stand, come with me.
Yeah, like I said, I'm probably gonna take some birthday money that I get to pay for wilds.
You're safe now. Easy now. Deep breaths.
And since my birthday is early in the month, I could probably get the pre-order bonus
Worry
stuff.
not
I'm not
for the
sure.
refugees, but for yourself, boy.
Got you!
Try to get the hang of those. I mean, I guess. The fact that Glum Sword don't punish them. I mean,
They fight hard, but not hard enough! Got you! Ha!
okay. Sorry, I was kind of paying attention to this. I can't press buttons. You have to work controller. I've never actually played the longsword, so I'm not sure exactly about certain things.
Someone, please!
What?
Are we about to lose another child? Are we about to lose another child?
No. Don't.
No,
I
we're
don't
it's
wanna
adult.
die.
There's an extra quest or two you can do after finishing.
Forward!
Okay.
Let not a single fiend escape! Wait, that's... Euless and the army. So, you've recovered then? In time enough to be of aid. For once.
Where would I pick those up at? I'm probably not going to do them tonight. As you can see, I've gotten
we
it
can
at
speak
the
of it
big...
more later. For now, we must fight! To repay your salvation in kind, or with better! For Garlemald has her pride! Of that I've no doubt.
Yeah, what I'm thinking about trying is, since you can do 2 of them, is hunting
Good gods.
horn and
Of all
maybe the
possible
glaives.
saviors, the Imperial Army. Oh!
I had hoped to take all of them down at once.
The glaive.
Think a withdrawal might be in order?
Oh, sod that. You know who would never abandon these people to their fate.
Yeah, unless I'm dragged
To
out.
be devoured by their former friends. That'd be beyond cruel. These beasts must fall here and now.
Well then, I'd say it's high time we threw caution to the winds.
So long as you spare me the heroic sacrifices. Now,
As long as you
let's
keep
go.
up with that too, Alizé, not doing the heroic sacrifices shit. Oh god, I'm playing as her. Ah! Why can't I play as my own Red Knight? On a side note... Cat, no, right now, Cat. Why can't they make simplifying the red mage stuff like this, where it's like this literal, like... No, red knight, I mean, red mage. Same thing! I mean, not really the same thing. I mean, I do have a sword. Does that count as being a knight? The breathy things that give... Freeze! Hammer time.
I'm fine.
Everything's fine. Yeah, everything's fine. We're gonna...
Not today.
You okay? See if I care, see if I won't back. I don't expect you to, Alizé! Also, your dad gets to see your violence. Keep going. You make me proud, even if you can't make him proud. No, you're in the other one, you're in the other one, you're in the other one.
not done yet.
None to worry about.
Nothing to worry about. Yeah, nothing to worry about. I feel.
The air crackles with energy. Find cover!
Where? Oh, wrong way, wrong way.
As they say, turnabout's fair play. On guard.
Down you go!
There's not the barest trace of ether. Maybe there really is no way to bring them back.
Thank you for saving our lives once again. I remember you, from Purusha. You helped us there too, didn't you?
No.
Ah,
Maybe.
you're from Palaka's stand. I'm glad you're still in one piece. Or you will be, once I see to that injury of yours.
Look out!
My spleen! Glahatia!
Get out of here! Quickly! I won't lose them. Not a one. This will be a brighter future. I won't let a madman's apocalypse ruin everything we've fought to achieve!
Go Graha! Am I now Graha?
Get it together, Alize. You're embarrassing yourself. And in front of father, no less. You might never measure up to our champion. But we ask too much of her as it is. You mustn't let Eorzea's hero fight alone.
Oh, I'm here, wandering slowly. You know, not in a hurry, not rushing.
Oh,
Speaking of, this is precisely why you should never skip your squat work. I meant you've done well in my absence. I will give a compliment.
I can look after myself, you know.
Sweetie, I know you can.
Everything's in order, I trust?
In many orders. Can I have my abilities back,
I've
please?
had enough of this rabble. Come on!
Thank you!
Oh, a trio for the ages.
Oh, definitely. Of course, you aren't on here for me to be able to do it the normal way, so come here. Raha.
Just the beginning.
No. I did not want the tentacle monster with me.
I'd find you here.
Oh, did you bring this to?
This should be the last of the worst troublemakers. With me!
Literally dropping him in on us. Okay. Can I trust you, Alphino, to do the healing and me just do the killing? Oh, wow. What the fuck is this? Oh, okay. First time.
Damn you!
Yeah, it knows many tongues.
Leave the healing to me.
I did say leave the healing to you, but old habits die hard.
I am in your debt.
No problem, Alphino. Add it to the ledger. Oh, wow. What the fuck is this?
Now, where were we?
There we go. Yes. We put it back where it needed
You
to
must
be.
board without delay. The ship will depart ere long.
Your offer to host us in Sharlayan is most appreciated. But will the final days not soon fall upon it as well?
Your hesitation is not unwarranted. The satrap entrusted me with your lives, yet I have failed your comrades. Nor are you wrong to fear that this corruption will continue to spread. I cannot promise you complete safety, even in my homeland. What I can promise is that I will do all in my power to protect you. That power is not inconsiderable. Even now, my countrymen are preparing the vessel that will deliver us to a sanctuary on the moon. Join us on our journey there, and beyond, to new horizons. Come to old Sharlayan. Please.
I thought you were here to go in the elevator to get up there first.
We would be fools to refuse such a generous offer made in earnest.
I guess he's making this because we can't make it to the elevator.
It seems they've a new destination.
The people of Radzat-Han have known too much suffering. The march to Garlemald will only bring them more, short though it may be.
I quite agree. Fortunately, they have you to look after them.
I mean, he is an Elzen.
Yes. Well.
Behind you! Just there!
Run faster.
More of them.
Gun? 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 Magic! Shoot! Magic! Gun! Oh. You. Fuck off!
Xenos. Here. You'll be all right. Hurry to the airship.
Yeah. Hello, not friends.
Why have you come?
A heretofore unseen beast. 'Twas ripe for the slaying. Poor sport, alas. Unfit to temper my blade.
Oh, for the love of... You cannot still be on about a rematch.
He's not gonna listen to you at all. He's not listening to me, and I'm the one he wants a rematch with.
That is and has ever been my sole concern.
Oh, he did say something to you at least.
You, on the other hand, are fixated on a different quarry.
I'm not into you. I'm not into you. I'm not into you. I've never been into you.
Your passion pales before mine. Yet neither hate nor despair seem sufficient to recapture your misdirected bloodlust.
I'm not into you. With his sword. And not in the good way.
So, I hone my blade, and I wait.
That's it. That's all you care about.
I know, and I don't like it.
Garlemald is in ruins. Our homeland, the nation you rule, is as good as gone. Along with so many of its people. Not just soldiers like us. Not only those who fought and killed for power and duty. Innocent civilians. Murdered by their own flesh and blood. Lost and confused as they breathed their last. While we who survived with our lives and minds intact were left to freeze to death. The Eorzeans tell me all this was your doing! You slaughtered your countrymen! You did! For what?
For me, and I hate it.
For nothing in the end. So much wasted effort.
You bastard!
For your own sake, Eulus, you must control your anger. It will serve no one should it consume you and see you transformed.
Would you be happier had I a good reason?
What?
If my motives met with your approval, would you no longer resent the outcome? If so, then perhaps a beast's skin would suit you better. Duty, honor, morality. All constructs of convenience when put to proof. Surely the war taught you how easily power becomes the tool of the self-righteous.
Seek
How
your
the
own
people's
joys.
justice was merely a means to their ends? Yet you would ask me why. Ask any creature of this star and those above for answers, and they will tell you what suits their fancy. And they would be right to do so. What meaning there is to be found in the petty vicissitudes of your existence must be gleaned by you, and you alone. Should you seek it in battle in the fruitless pursuit of my demise, then come. Assume your rightful place as a notch on my blade.
You are a blight on the Garlean race, and there would be no more satisfying way to expunge it than by beating you to death.
I'll get around to it, don't worry.
But I will not be party to another tragedy. I refuse to lose anyone else because of you. So go. Go! And may we never suffer your madness again!
I think we're gonna continue suffering his madness until he's dead, but, there's more important madness happening.
Xenos! Perhaps you found meaning in living this way. I cannot deny you found strength. Yet if you only pursue your hedonistic pleasures and pay no heed to the plight of others, then no one will give you the time of day. You will never get what you want, not even the battle you pine for so dearly.
Yeah, like I said.
You'll be alone for an eternity, and you'll deserve every agonizing second of it.
I'll say he wants my hate. He wants energy towards him, but I have better things to spend my energy on. Hate is something that you have to continuously, like... Hate is tiring, so you often have to, you know, keep relighting it to some degree. To keep it burning strong. And I have better things to spend
We're
energy on.
ready to depart. The refugee ships will be leaving shortly, but I've asked mine to remain for the time being. There's room enough for you to join me on it, if you wish. Do contain your surprise. I needn't agree with the Scion's methods or intentions to acknowledge that their deeds are deserving of gratitude.
We appreciate the offer. But might I ask why you are delaying your departure? I presume it is not solely for our benefit.
I must visit Garlemald ere we return to Sharlayan. Having caused such an uproar, 'tis only meet that I explain myself to the Ilzabard contingent.
Allow us to accompany you then. We should be glad to facilitate, given our familiarity with all concerned.
Yep.
If you would like to join as well, Eulus, we can speak of recent events on the way.
Me wacky Becky, woo!
He'll be after your seat on the forum next.
Justinian! I know you like digging in daggers sometimes to people you hate, and you like being blunt, which you were definitely, but it's time and place. Is the contingent's base of operations, I take it? Though there'd be time to discuss your journey to the first, there's one thing I must ask. Did you perchance speak with our friends in the Crystarium? Linda and Big Luke both warned me against overexerting myself? Lena. Strange that they should express such similar sentiments. Identical, in fact, but their vice is duly noted. I couldn't save them all, but if we arrived any later, it would have been a massacre. Things were looking bleak until you and the first showed up. That the final day should manifest here too, after everything these people have suffered, is a fate cruel beyond words. Nevertheless, with allies old and new at our side, there is yet reason to be hopeful. It's been a while since we last spoke. For some time, I was not myself. Lucia and the others told me what happened that night, and about the events that took place while I was receiving treatment. It was only then that I realized the link that you and yours go to. I know I might not be able to repay you, but I'll be damned if I don't try. And most of all, I want to thank you, all of you, for everything you've done and continue to do for the sake of my people. At the very least, I'm glad our own members are accounted for. Did I talk to Simeon? Yeah. To see Zeno standing there so uncaring, unrepentant, gods, I don't know what came over me. I just blurted out the first thing that came to mind, but looking back on it, I stand by those words. I would have hoped they won't incite him to further villainy, but to be honest, I doubt he even remembers what I said. Anyways, enough about all that. It's good to see you again. Good to see you too. My, do I have a story to tell. We still need to quiz you about your time on the first if we ever get more of a moment's respite.
No major injuries then. Good.
I mean, there is
I briefed the
the
recovered
mages here
soldiers and
to
sent them on
heal.
their way as quickly as I could, but nevertheless feared they would not make it in time.
The additional support was invaluable. Your men saved more than a few lives. Though not all, I regret to say.
I take it that I'm addressing Lucia Junius. I'm the Forum's envoy, Forchano Leveilleur. And you are owed an explanation for these most dire developments.
Another trial wrought by the final days. I was beginning to suspect as much.
She has pretty eyes. Such pretty
You
eyes.
doubtless feel some consternation having been forced to abandon your original plan. But trust me when I say you were right to send the refugees elsewhere. Beasts have been sighted within the capital. Perhaps it was a stroke of grim fortune that the population was decimated beforehand, as they've yet to appear in any great number, but in time. In any case, Maxima leads the remainder of the contingent in an effort to cull the creatures and evacuate the populace as we speak. Once the airships have taken to the skies, I pray your men can be persuaded to join him.
You'll permit us to retain our weapons?
I wouldn't have sent you after the Scions were I expecting you to stab them in the back.
She has a point.
And I, for one, would not consider past transgressions more relevant than future contributions. Regardless of the circumstances that saw us at odds before, we need men of courage now, more than ever.
Yeah, you need to prove yourself to be part of my harem. Eventually. Maybe. We'll see.
We swore to defend Garlemald, and so we shall.
I love that my skin color is almost the same color as
you
the
have
snow.
everything under control. You will excuse
the reddish
me then,
hues.
for mine own duties await.
A moment, Master Forchano. You did desire to express your appreciation for services rendered, did you not?
I did. Though if you intend to again ask that Sharlayan alter its course, you will find my gratitude insufficient.
'Tis nothing so onerous. I wish to hear the details of this grand endeavor of yours.
Do you swear to listen and to learn, and not to embark upon some scheme to impede us?
I swear.
Any other I would doubt, but you I trust to keep your word. For not once have you broken it. Very well. I will request that the Forum make you privy to our plans. You may await our summons at the Baldessian Annex, assuming the decision is in your favor. Does that suffice?
It does. You have my thanks.
Excellent. You can regale us with tales of your most recent sojourn to the First while we wait.
Oh, you wouldn't fucking believe. You're gonna fucking believe me, but oh my god. Ah, the years things.
Here's something just now.
The years. There was a guard back there. I don't like that. Are you sleepwalking, sweetie?
Where is this star's blasted pudding?
Close enough.
Dawn may banish even the darkest.
He has his servants.
And to this bitter clime bring warmth and comfort. 'Tis heartening to see such an assembly upon my return. I thought often of you whilst I looked down upon our stars.
Your timing is amazing, Yorioshe.
Yes, but what are you doing here? And dressed like that? Aren't you cold?
Verily, I fear for my health should I proceed to expound upon our purpose ere I procure more suitable garments.
Oh, now he's shaking.
Then allow me to summarize. We're here because none of you lot are up there. Nor has anyone deigned to send word about any changes in the plans. It's rude, is what it is. At least that's what I thought at first, but then folks got to wondering if you weren't in a spot of bother, so we decided to take matters into our own hands. Come down here and help, if our help be needed.
This is
So
adorable.
she says, but it's also something of a convenient excuse to visit Etheris. Urianger made it sound absolutely marvelous.
Apparently, yeah,
Also
with...
before the impending doom, but still. And it's not like there will ever be a better time. What with the aforementioned doom?
yes, Mistress Shy.
Yet not an ounce of pudding to be found. I must suffer Urianger's inferior works no more.
What do you mean inferior work? Can you cook, Urianger? I forgot to ask.
Hey! Maybe consider the plight of present company before you go blathering on about pudding and doom?
But doom and pudding is all that you need to stand for.
Ahem. As I was saying, should you require any assistance with whatever, we are at your disposal.
Can we get Urianger's, you know,
We were
worth?
born from Heidelin's love for the lives of this star. So naturally, we would much prefer to see them continue. Twiddling our thumbs up on the moon is hardly conducive to that, though, is it?
Well, to be fair, you also had to, you know, rebuild everything to some degree in the living capital.
Not when you've all got such precious thoughts and feelings and hopes for the future deserving of more active preservation. Speaking to Urianger made us realize that while we've carried out our duties to the letter, we've failed to fulfill them in spirit. From there, it was just a hop, skip, and a jump towards resolving to do better. So please, show us how. Help us help you.
Forgive me, but are they...
Thy distant collaborators, indeed.
Hail, fellow, well met. You'd be a member of the Forum, would you? It's an honor and a pleasure to meet you at last. I'm Livingway, Heidelin's right paw. That last bit is very important, as am I, if I may humbly say so myself.
Ah!
I, bid you welcome to our star, Livingway. On behalf of the Forum, I thank you for traveling such a distance to meet us.
Can we heat up Urianger before he turns into an Urianger?
As you have surmised, preparations for the Exodus have not proceeded as smoothly as we had hoped.
Yeah,
I should be happy to personally escort you to our headquarters in Sharlayan, where you may advise us as you deem fit.
'Twas with reluctance that I set aside the great work of readying the moon for habitation. Be assured that I did so only after the Loperites made plain their earnest desire to come hither, and I myself felt a growing certainty that their contributions here would prove invaluable.